This is gonna be painful, isn't it?
I'm not giving up on you. I'll take this to the grave. I'm not running away from anything. I am the unbreakable. Nothing said or given. You'll take some great fighting blood. I wouldn't have it any other way. Then we know what's worth dying for.
Irritated Film Critic here, and today I'm going to be doing something I wouldn't normally do. Reviewing a documentary. But not a good documentary, of course not. Why would it be a good documentary? A really shitty documentary around an even shittier fucking band. Nova Rex. They were straight out of the hair metal genre, hitting it big with such amazing hits as Turn It Up and I Just Wanna Rock. Their popularity peaked in about the mid-80s to early 90s when grunge came along and pretty much knocked them out of the limelight. Oh, don't worry, no one has heard of them. Well, maybe one person, but he's more fucking lazier than I am. Huh, speak of the devil. Hey Laz, I know you're busy being, whatever. Do you want to help me with this? It's probably down your road of expertise.
Huh? Oh, sure. Why the hell not? What are you reviewing today?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Nova Rex ain't easy being cheesy. Thanks, Laz. Real help you are. Guess I'm gonna be diving headfirst into this shitfest all by myself. As usual. So the movie starts with explaining hair metal to us and what Nova Rex means. That's right, not important text matched with complete dead air. Entertaining, huh? Then some really cheesy 80s text and editing effects straight out of Windows Movie Maker. Oh dear God, it looks like I made that fucking opening. We then get to see some really old stock footage of a news report talking about them, and then some backstage crap. Wimpy band. At least they know they suck and they're not pretending like they don't, like some artists out there now. One day I will kick the living fucking shit out of you, you little prick. We then get to hear one of their signature hits, I Just Wanna Rock. Listen to those lyrics, ladies and gentlemen, some real artistry here. Ever wondered why the band wasn't featured in Rock Band? 'Cause I'm not. What the fuck? I thought we already had an opening. The first was to test Windows Movie Maker, and I guess this one was for the shitty release. I don't fucking know. Anyways, after the montage of crap, seriously, they have no distinct sound. 1 minute it's like a ripoff of Loverboy, and then they start sounding like Faith No More.
Tell me about the CD you guys have. Blow me
The
away.
CD, yeah, the CD.
The CD.
Yeah, it's a brand new. It's been out for like 8 weeks, and
And it's in real stores.
Yeah, in the garbage bin.
Not entirely true there, Jack. See, my local record store, before they went out of business, had an imports bin. And they had a few copies of It Ain't Easy Being Cheesy in the very bottom. Now, I would blame Nova Rex for closing my favorite store down, but you see, people don't really like going into record stores nowadays because it's apparently too hard. And when you know, things are too hard nowadays, people don't like doing it. So they go to iTunes or Amazon or eBay or...
And that's enough of that because this is my show, not yours. The documentary then finally starts, and I use that term very loosely here. We see J.P. Cervoni and Kenny Wilkerson hanging out at home and talking about being old.
I mean, you see my parents, you should see my brother.
Well, that's what I mean.
I think I got a good time out of it.
You know, real exciting stuff. Is it too late to turn this shit off yet?
Yeah.
Fine.
Like a couple old
Oh look, JP just realized there were cameras there.
Yeah, rock and roll. Yeah.
Oh god. We then hear words of wisdom while they're talking in a car.
I can't believe it happened. Like,
I don't understand half of what the fuck they're talking about right
Like
now.
sweat drop on my nose, like, oh my god, that all happened.
all right.
You know, the difference between us and a band, say, like Def Leppard.
Talent? They then arrive at a CBS affiliate radio station for an interview.
All right, Nova Rex on 105.9 FM, and that is Breakaway. That's a new cut on the Greatest Hits album.
A greatest hits, really. A greatest hits album. They have a fucking greatest hits. The interview itself is,
Now,
well,
I understand
interesting.
it was back in the 80s and everything. You guys were in spandex and everything like that.
I contacted JP because we were on a couple of compilations overseas with like Night Ranger and Styx and all this other stuff with one of our songs. We'll cut one new song because you got to on a Greatest Hits.
Yeah.
So we cut a new song and we kind of stayed with that whole Nova Rex format as far as the rock guitar stuff. And I've had it on eBay. The thing sells for like $35 a
Poor
piece, but it's on
suckers.
one
I'm
of the
sure I
three
could
days.
find it for $5 somewhere. JP continues to ramble and confuse the fucking shit out of me.
Woodstock live show for theaters. Come and experience the performance that changed the world.
Is he ever sober? The documentary then focuses on the guys in sit-down interviews. I'm preparing for the worst here, folks.
Then 4 years later, Buddy was crazy. They put him in jail, and I found myself with no gig, no money, no transportation, somewhere stuck in Dallas, Texas, and I had to sell Buddy's drums to get back home to Canada.
Whoa, whoa, take your top off. Oh. Wait. He's from Canada? We have talented artists. Really? Rush. The Tragically Hip. I'm sure there's more. Why do the Justin Biebers and Nova Rexes get noticed? We find out about some of the origins of the band,
JP had the band running for basically a year before I met him.
how Kenny met JP, and other really boring stuff. Something fucking happened! Throw a fucking pie or something!
He's truly hanging naked in the closet with gravity boots. That's how I met the guy.
That was me.
More evidence for my always is drunk argument.
I'm not drunk, all right? I just have a speech impediment.
More details about JP hanging upside down naked. I really don't want to hear this
Hey man, you wanna be
fucking
in a rock and roll
story.
band?
Come in the band, and be cool. Plus, he had a car. Very important, man.
Listen, man, nobody had a vehicle.
So he was led into the band because he was the only one that could drive. Of course.
All look the same. Whole bunch of gay-looking Morgan Fairchild meets.
Well, at least they know they looked gay.
Because most of the guys.
Oh dear God, please don't let me see anything worse than that. Anyways, the documentary goes into more interview stuff that really isn't important, talking about way better bands than them.
We did a very good, very well-liked song called "Turn It Up Loud."
Oh, sorry, I had to start listening to some good music. My brain was starting to go fucking numb. The documentary then focuses on a sit-down interview with one of the original singers of the band. How much do you want to bet that he has spent years and years trying to suppress this experience? Rocking the look? What the Wait, why the fuck are we taking pictures of them now?
The look at the time was just as important, if maybe not a little bit more important, than the actual talent ability at the time. It was all one big group. The appeal, I don't really know. I just know it picked up chicks. So,
How does dressing like a chick get you chicks? It doesn't fucking compute. I have long hair and the only thing that works for me is chloroform. I mean, this movie sucks. Even more exhilarating footage of their photo shoot and what pictures of Kenny used to look like. Oh dear fucking God, I think I'm blind! Did I see his member? I think I fucking saw his member! Anyways, even they're confused about why they wore fucking makeup.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm asking you.
Honestly, I don't care why they wore fucking makeup. I just want to get that image out of my fucking head now.
I don't really know how it went down. I mean, all I know is I used to go to the women's clothing department to buy clothes. I mean, I had shirts with shoulder pads in them and everything else. It was crazy.
Thank fucking tap dancing Christ they look like men now.
But that wasn't the scene. Everybody wanted us to crank it up on 10 or 11, as Spinal Tap would say.
He just used a Spinal Tap reference. That's my fucking job!
Does that mean it's louder? Is it any louder?
Well, it's one louder, isn't it?
And people would distinguish you. I mean, when you go in and you have this look going on, walking into a mall in the Midwest, people follow you around like, can I have your autograph?
No, people followed you around because they thought you were an escaped mental patient. Love the band. Oh gee, I wonder if this is going to be the groupies portion of the documentary.
My name is Desiree.
Whoa, she's really fucking hot.
Before they go out on stage, there's always this kind of, I think, adrenaline rush for them.
What did she say? Because I was looking at her chest the whole time. Okay,
But
you gotta
when
snap
you're
out of
with a
this.
musician,
You gotta ridicule the fucking
somewhat
movie
of
here.
It's a different
Alright,
lifestyle.
I think I'm composed. So the MILF here explains what it's like to date a musician.
You know, to date a musician, you've got to be a very strong woman. You've got to be secure.
Well, the drugs probably help too.
You know, they always say, hey, these women that were involved were like any kind of victims at all. I almost feel like it's the other way around.
Oh,
They
poor
were
baby,
using
you
us,
got used by
moving
groupies.
us
Try to
around.
explain your
That's why
pain
I
and
think,
suffering
you
to
know,
the countless
they came
women
to
that have
us
been
and wanted us to
traumatized,
be with
abused,
them,
raped,
or-
and literally pissed
A
on.
guy, even guys would come up to you too, because they want to be part of that scene too, you know. And the guy would come up to you and say, hey, this is my sister. She thinks you're cute. Will you take her home with you?
No, Kenny. Those were pimps. They wanted money. Oh, thank Jesus. Did we just jump into another movie? Maybe something way, way better? Ah, fuck.
Well, hey, where are you from?
So Kenny and JP go to a theater. That's right. They booked out a theater.
You know, I don't think this show is suitable for children.
I don't think this show is suitable for anybody.
Kenny then tells us a story, and JP sobers up for a brief moment to chime in, because he actually remembers this one too.
I was bad boy.
We go back
I
in.
remember.
We go back in 5
I'm
months
sorry.
later. $1,500. JP would not go on stage and perform because they did not have beer in the dressing room. A case of beer.
I don't drink.
So here's the deal. So
Oh, he doesn't drink beer. Well, of course, that explains everything. Hold on a minute. Hello, bullshit? Oh yay, more stories about situations I don't give a flying fuck about. One of which told during a Skype call. Even I wouldn't include footage from a fucking Skype call. Anyways, now we get to play Let's Count the Lead Singers.
singers.
Derek Madison, and he has long hair, so he's in the band. That's
Lawn Kid.
I don't know what that is.
Exactly. We played one gig.
Hey, come on, man, get him up in the air, get him up in the air, man. If you don't have a drink, man, I don't care. Hold something up, I don't give a shit. Humor me for Christ's sake. Yeah, the finger, that'll work too, man. That's cool, I like that.
Just like the drummer in Spinal Tap.
Enough Spinal Tap references. You know, for a semi-fictional band, they're way, way better than Nova Rex.
And we got caught in the down spiral of that. And even though we ended up with a really, really good band, it was over. It was over as far as the business. Grunge came in and then just took us out.
Oh, thank you, my savior, Kurt Cobain. Kenny tells more stories about how he was super popular, rubbing elbows with people like the head of the Cheesecake Factory. Long story short, they went to Indianapolis.
Why Indiana?
Because the people there don't know grunge is better than your shit yet.
To take notice of
More
Nova
popularity
Rex,
stories and more interview footage.
Hijinks was a humor magazine. Nova Rex was perfect for what we were doing. They were
Dean,
right there
they don't need their
with,
ego
really
stroked
what we were
more.
covering.
That's what this
'Cause
whole
we had
fucking
bands like
documentary's
Skid
been
Row.
about.
Kenny, this guy pumped money out of Budweiser.
We just got the Budweiser endorsement.
Oh Jesus, how much you want to bet that they regretted that choice? Oh look, Rob Schneider, Melissa Joan Hart, and the Princess of Monaco. Well, all of them went on to real success, didn't they?
Well, you know, I still talk about all the hype and all this, but there actually was some talent there.
Really? Talent? Talent? What fucking talent? I have yet to see this fucking talent.
You know,
Are we done harping on about how things used to be fucking friggin' amazing before Nirvana showed up?
When grunge came in, which, you know, then the clubs actually
Nope,
changed. I mean,
nope,
the
of
clubs
course
went
not.
into
Fine,
a
fine,
different scene. Either they
Just keep
closed,
going.
into
We'll
grunge,
pretend that
or
Nirvana sucked for a minute.
This is Kenny Wilkerson and JP Cervani of Nova Rex with a new release.
Ain't easy being cheesy. So that's what Nova Rex comes up with to combat this grunge movement.
Why does the rat have a tail coming out of its stomach? It's holding a fucking knife.
Well, I see. If you look in the knife's reflection, you can see the form of a cat. Meaning that this rat is so badass it's able to fight cats. And also because it's Nova Rex's way of saying, we're protecting ourselves from grunge. It's also their way of calling grunge a bunch of pussies.
Does that make any difference whatsoever? Oh, and they copied it anyways. Combat my ass. Oh, thank God, pop goes the bubble. That must mean the bitching about Nirvana is over and the documentary is almost fucking finished.
It took years. You know, it took shrinks, medication, wake it up with cold sweats. I mean, I'm just now over it.
Oh, so now we're supposed to feel sorry for the oversexed, egotistical asshole. No one feels sorry for me, and I'm more of an egotistical asshole than you are, Mr. Cowboy Hat. Blah, blah, blah. It's so sad for all of you being in the business. You people aren't sitting here watching this piece of shit. Anyways, JP starts complaining about the awesome girlfriend he has.
Yeah, but I can't do nothing, man. I have to be nice.
Sex is sex. Relationship, respect, love is something that can be separate.
Oh, well, you look at that, JP learned a lesson.
That's the way I looked at it, because then it's a matter of respect that you choose to be with somebody, and yes, I could still go fuck somebody's girlfriend.
And he ruins it.
I think you've had about enough.
That changes the perspective. It's just not about me anymore.
I want to say that Kenny learned a lesson and is a good father and husband.
Me, to I have somebody more important than me. And that
waiting for him to ruin it.
Plus, I got married to somebody who's completely normal, not trying to impress anybody, and I'm
waiting.
I've got 3 shops. I've been here I've been at this one for like 2.5 years, but I've been doing it for about 14 years now.
Waiting.
What, tanning the tan up today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he runs a tanning salon with big-titted bimbos coming in every day. Then again, if I could, I would too.
And need eyewear?
Yeah.
Well, now I'm just waiting for the gratuitous TNA.
You forgot your lotion.
Okay, Laz, you can go now. So make like a tree and fuck off. Even more interviews and more crap that I don't fucking care about. Is it done yet? Where's the exciting ending? Where? The guys have a very anticlimactic goodbye at an airport with a really, really fucking awkward bro hug.
Now, how?
It's still not over? End! Just fucking end! Jesus, Buddha, Allah, Journey, somebody help me.
I was, at least somewhat kind.
And it's finally fucking over. And that was Nova Rex, Ain't Easy Being Cheesy. It's so bad that I don't even have to waste my time telling you how bad it was. It sucked, don't watch it, and that's it. I'm leaving.
Travel long and lonely roads.
What do you think of this, folks? Give the hook. We'll be back.
Space Monkey Mafia Studios.